Hey everyone, it's Lisa Walker again. Now in this next video in this unit, we're going to make a Facebook cover and we're also going to make a feature image as well. They're probably going to be reasonably basic because I don't want to take too much time, but just to give you the basics on using the tools in Canva. So basically you just come up to canva.com and create your free account if you haven't got one already. And we're just going to go to create a design and we're going to go Facebook cover. This will give us the exact size that we need. Now, just for the sake of just being a little bit quicker, I'll just choose one of these populated designs just to start with. That's similar to what I had before actually. Just say I'll start with this one, for example. Okay, so if you click on the background here, you'll see at the top here it's pink. We can change that color, or we could even add a background image if we want as well. So I can either change the color here, or I could go to backgrounds here, down the left hand side, and I could choose like a background picture if I wanted something like that. Okay, so what else is there? Now some of these ones on Canva you have to pay for. Like if you're a pro member, you can get them with the pro account. Otherwise they sometimes charge you maybe like $1 or something like that. That's a US dollar. Okay, so that just gives you an idea for backgrounds. Now say for example they've already got some images here. You can just like replace the images. So you can actually upload your own images. So say for example I just wanted to use, I don't know what. Just say I wanted to use my own image here. I could delete this one. And you can just hold it down with the mouse and you can just drag things around. Okay. Now this isn't going to probably look that great with all the colors I'm using, but you know, just for an example, I'll delete that one there. And if I want this to go, say, over my image a little bit, I can come up here to position and I can say forward, which means it's going to put it in front of my photo. And so I can put that just there. Actually, I'm going to put this higher because I have to remember that that photo is on Facebook. Okay. Okay, so say I'm going to write, if you click inside this text box, you could just write, you know, say join my Facebook group, for example. And if you come up the top here with the toolbar, you can make the text smaller and you can center it as well if you want. So say for example I was just going to have, you know, join my Facebook group. And then what I did to like make a button, actually I'll just change this color, just of this background here, this pink. I'm just going to change this to something that stands out a little bit more, and then I'll make the text, say for example white. Where are we? White text. Okay, and I might bold that a little bit more, for example. Okay, so say I just want to change these to the red too. I just click in them, and then it saves the color that we've already, like if you want to enter your branding colors here, you just click into this color wheel here, and then you just type in your HTML code here. If you want to put in your own branding colors, and that'll save it in this template. So say for example you want to keep making more of these or changing them over time, you can just click this copy button over here and copy it, and then each time you want to come in and maybe change the design, your branding colors will already be staying here as well, unless you make a whole new one and then you'll have to like put your branding colors in again. But if you just keep staying on this page and keep cloning them, your branding colors will stay here. Okay, so now say for example I wanted to add like a button. What I would do is I'd go to elements up here, and then I would choose, just say for example I type in the top shapes. You can actually type in buttons as well, but a lot of the time they charge you maybe $1. I would choose this one here, the square with rounded corners, and then I would make this smaller. Okay, and then I'd drag this and I'd center it. See, it shows you all the lines for centering. It just automatically puts things in the right position. That's what's really great about Canva. So say I might change these colors here. So I'll just say I change the button to, I don't know, just say blue for now. It's going to be pretty bright. And then I want to change this outline. Say I want to change this outline to the same color, but I just want to make it a shade darker. I would just click the same color, and then I'd go up to this color wheel, and then I'd move this down, and you'll see it start to change there. And I might just make it like just a few shades darker, a couple of shades darker or something like that, just to make it stand out a little bit more, right? And then what you do is you come down to text here, and you click on text, and then add, like, say, for example, a subheading. I would just add, say, for example, I can go capitals, click here. Okay. Now what you can do is you can actually, what I do to make this pop a little bit more, I'll make that bold as well. Actually, I need to highlight that. Okay. And I'll make that maybe just a little bit smaller. And then what I'll do is I actually duplicate it. So if it's highlighted here, you can click on duplicate at the top. So now I've got two, right? So now one of these I'll color a different color to make it stand out. So say I color the red, just for example, and then I'll put this, I'll put the white first. I'll try this, okay? And then I'll go and put the red one back over top. So making sure they're the same size, I'll put the red over top. Now, if you use your arrows on your keyboard, you can just shift this a little bit, the top layer. See, and it exposes a little bit of the white down the bottom, and you can even go use the arrow down too, and it makes it like 3D, and that just helps that button pop a little bit more, okay? Or I could even have the white on top of the red underneath, you know, or black behind, whatever color. You just got to play around until you get what colors you like. And then I would come up to elements here, and I would just type in just say arrow. Okay, I just type in arrow, and then I'll find an arrow. I quite like this one. I use this one quite a bit. And then you can shift this, and you can make it smaller, resizing, and you can even tilt it with this little tool down the bottom and turn it around. Okay. Or, depending on what I would want to do, I could even have that going up on top of that red there, and then tilt it so it's pointing more at the button, if I wanted to, like that. Okay. To point to that button here, okay? And what else could I do? Say, for example, if I just wanted to make it a little bit fancier, I could just add like, just say another box here, for example. Maybe I want to add this under my photo somewhere to add another bit of style. And then I can position this backward, okay, to take it behind my photo, right? And I don't know what color I'm going to do for this. I'll probably just do the same blue, for example, to make the color stand out a little bit more. And what else? So our photo is going to go down here, the circle profile photo. And if you wanted, you could even put something in here too if you wanted to have like a logo or your name or a symbol or something like that, right? So you just got to kind of play around, right? And then you can also play around with these background colors too to see if you like something a little bit better. And what makes it stand out a little bit better, you know? It's just a matter of just playing around a little bit to make things pop, you know? So this is just a quick example. I don't know why that text is under there. I think it was from the original one. Actually, If you want to, like, if you accidentally delete something, you can go up here to the back button. See, it's got like something under here. Oh yeah, that text is from, this text is from the original template. So just highlight and click delete on the keyboard. Okay. And it's not even deleting. I don't want to delete the main title, you see. I don't know why it's doing that. Maybe I'll go up and change the colour. That's not going to work either. It might be because this is behind. I don't know why that's not deleting, but anyway, you get the idea, okay? Just act like that's not there. And just go back to arrow. So normally it's because I've used an existing template, and for some reason I don't know why that text isn't deleting off, but it normally would just highlight it and click delete. Okay, so that gives you an idea of just like a banner, right? Then what I would do for the feature image is I would come back to home, and then I would create a design again, and I would just, you can search up here in the search box. I would just say Instagram post, because that's a square, and that's quite a good size as well. So I would just start off, you know, like an Instagram, and I'll just give you some examples here, the same type of thing, right? To start off with. So say we start off with this one, to give you an idea. And then same type of thing, you can just delete image. If you delete the grid, it will remove the whole thing. But if I just delete image, that will be like a placeholder for an image that I want to put in. So say if I just add a photo, if I move it around, then it'll actually put it in, right? And then I'll just write join my Facebook group. I probably wouldn't necessarily actually put these words. I'd probably put, like I did on mine, attract clients fast, like whatever your group's about, whatever the benefit your group's going to be about, right? And then up here, I might write click here to join, because remember we're going to try and have our link above here in the intro section, okay? And then we're going to have some here you might want to write something about, you know, get tips and tricks, how to grow your business. Okay, if I extend that, it'll put it back to one line again. And I might make that a little bit bigger. Okay. So you get the general idea, okay? And then what we're going to do up here is we can add some arrows. So if I go back to elements again, I can just go arrow up, and I'll find some that are facing up, right? So say I just grab these ones, okay? Make that a bit smaller. I could duplicate this. I've got another one the same size. Move this to the other side, right? And you see how Canva already puts everything into perfect alignment, which is great. Okay, and then I might change the colors of these to, I don't know what, but we'll just say this color. What I'd be better to do now, say once I've got the color, actually I'll delete that one. Now I'll duplicate the one that I've already colored, and then I'll just move that over, right? Okay, and so that's some arrows pointing up to the link, okay? And then you've got your title, which is kind of your call to action. And then you've got, like, you know, maybe a little bit about what the group's about or something like that. And then you've got your photo or whatever you want to put in here. Okay, so that's a quick way you can do that for your featured image. And then when you go to download at the top, basically I quite often just save them as a PNG. For my website, I would do JPEG because I don't want the image to be too big. But you'll find that Facebook kind of decreases the images anyway, so I just go PNG. And if you were going to be doing something like an icon or something and you needed a clear background for your website, you'd click here to transparent background and it'll take all the background away. But that's only if you've got a paid account, okay? And then you just download it. So that's basically how you make a Facebook profile banner and a featured image. And normally I would try to do the matching, you know, all the same kind of colors matching. You know, it looks really nice when you scroll on mobile. You can kind of see the banner at the top and then you can see the featured image straight away. And it looks really nice if they all match. The colors are all the same. It's all consistent. The message is consistent. And it's all your branding and everything. It looks really nice. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. And if you've got any questions, feel free to comment and I can answer them for you. So if you have any problems. So thanks very much. Bye.